What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ravi Wadden, and in this video, I want to talk about the two Audi E-Tron GT Premium Pluses that we have listed right now on DriveMatch.com. So if you follow the car leasing market, you'll know that over the past couple of months, a lot of people have been getting amazing lease deals on these Audi E-Tron GTs. The problem is those lease deals that people post on internet forums are extremely hard to find. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have two of them on DriveMatch.com right now. So what we'll do in this video is we'll go to DriveMatch.com, we'll look at these Audi E-Trons in detail, we'll cover their monthly payment, we'll cover their MSRP, we'll cover their location, and we'll cover where and when they can be shipped. And along the way, I'll give you lots of helpful tips and tricks that will help you with your car leasing journey. And we'll also cover the 1.25% rule of leasing, which is a rule of thumb that I use to determine whether or not a lease is a good value or not. And ladies and gentlemen, these two Audis are amazing values. And then towards the end of this video, we'll compare financing these particular cars to leasing these particular cars and why leasing an Audi e-tron, especially on DriveMatch, since it's already pre-negotiated, is a no-brainer. So with that, let's jump into the video. Thank you all for watching. Please like this video and please be sure to subscribe or follow to my channels. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on DriveMatch.com, the easiest way to lease a new car. Now, DriveMatch is a company that I co-founded to help you all find awesome and amazing pre-negotiated lease deals. Now, what we'll do is we'll go up here to click on available cars, and then what we'll do is we'll sort by make. Let's just click on Audi. We'll hit search, and as you can see, we have both of these Audi e-trons. One of them is going for $879 per month, and the other is going for $899 per month. They're both 2024 Audi e-tron GT. They're both Premium Plus trims. And let's actually go ahead and look at this Camora Gray Metallic Audi e-tron. Now, the first thing you're going to see is that you have $3,000 that's due at signing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the due at signing amount that's on DriveMatch.com is very different than the due at signing that you'll see on national lease deals. Because the due at signing amount on DriveMatch.com, it includes your first month's payment, it includes your acquisition fee, it includes any taxes that you owe on your rebates. So this car is fully electric, so you're going to have at least $700 to $1,000 in rebates, and it includes your state registration fees. And ladies and gentlemen, when you have due at signing on those, those national lease ads that you see on manufacturers' websites, those don't include acquisition fees. Most of the time, they don't include the taxes on your rebates, and they don't include the registration payments or the registration fees that you're going to have to pay to your state, county, or your municipality. Now, if we scroll down, you'll get more information on this car in this little box right here. The exterior color, as I mentioned, is Camora Gray Metallic. The interior color is black. If you want to see the packages that it has the performance package and the executive package. If we look at the dealer info, the dealer so this car is located in Georgia, and it ships nationwide, as you can see right here. And just to confirm, if you live near Georgia and you're willing to go pick this car up, you can go pick this car up and you will not be charged a shipping fee. Now, as you can see, the vehicle MSRP is a little over $115,000, and this is a 36-month lease that allows for 10,000 miles a year at an $899 per month monthly payment. Now, one of the cool things about DriveMatch is that you can actually place a bid. So maybe if you want to place a bid for $850 a month or $800 a month, it might get accepted. But chances are, you're kind of testing your luck there. But because this is already such an amazing lease deal, but if you just want to lease this car, you just click on lease for $899 per month, and that will take you to this page. You'll get a lot of the same information, so just verifying this information is always a good thing to do. You'd probably want to read some of this fine print right here, and then it's going to take you to this fee estimate page. So for me, this car is roughly 2,150 miles away, so my shipping charges are going to be about $1,935. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're really interested in this car and you know anything about these cars, even paying this shipping fee, this lease deal, in my opinion, is still totally worth it. And as you'll see, we do have a $250 DriveMatch fee. It's normally $500. It's $250 for now. And ladies and gentlemen, this is simply how we make money. And another thing I want to point out is that this due at signing amount, if your credit allows, in some instances and in some circumstances, we may be able to roll this $3,000 into your monthly payment, making this lease a true sign and drive where you don't even owe a penny up front when you sign your lease paperwork. But that is dependent on your credit score and a few other factors. And another thing I want to point out is that you may qualify for other discounts. So a lot of times these manufacturers may offer loyalty discounts, and we do not factor that in to our leases on DriveMatch.com because we don't know your individual circumstances, if you already own an Audi or not. Now, I don't know if Audi has a loyalty discount or if they have like a new graduate discount or a military discount, but if you do qualify for those things, you will get an even better rate than this amazing rate that you already see on DriveMatch.com. Now, in this part of the video, I want to talk about the 1.25% rule of leasing. And the 1.25% rule of leasing is just a rule of thumb that I use to determine whether or not a lease is a good value or not. And ladies and gentlemen, this Audi E-Tron GT is an amazing lease deal in terms of value. So let's go ahead and run the numbers. Now, to run the 1.25% rule of leasing, what I'm going to do is take the $3,250 that's due at signing. That is the due at signing amount right here, $3,000, plus the DriveMatch fee of $250. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the monthly payment of $899 from this amount because it's included in the due at signing amount. And when I do that, I get $2,351. Now what I'm going to do is divide by 36 since this is a 36-month lease. And what that does is it takes that due at signing amount and it breaks it apart evenly into 36 equal parts, which is $65.30. And then what I'm going to do is add the monthly payment of $899 back into this amount. And that gives me a pre-tax monthly payment of $964.30 a month. Now what I'm going to do, since this monthly payment right here doesn't account for taxes, is I'm going to multiply this by 1.1. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just using a 10% tax rate, and that should cover the majority of the nation because most people's tax rates are under 10%. So we're taking a very conservative estimate here. So multiplying this by 1.1. And when I do that, I get a monthly payment with nothing down, nothing due at signing of $1,060.73 a month. And now what I'm going to do is divide this by this vehicle's MSRP, which is a little over $115,000. So I'll divide this by $115,000. And when I do that and I multiply by 100 to move the decimal point over 2 spots, I get 0.92%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch any of my videos, you've probably heard this spiel 100 times. Anytime your monthly lease payment, including taxes with no money down, is less than 1.5% of the MSRP, that's a good lease deal. That's a car that I would consider leasing over financing. That's a car that I probably would lease over financing. If your monthly lease payment with nothing down, including taxes, is less than 1.25% of the MSRP, that's a car that I'm most definitely leasing. That's a great lease deal. Now, if your monthly lease payment with nothing due at signing, including taxes, is less than 1%, that's an amazing lease deal. And those 1% lease deals just don't come around very often. And this Audi E-Tron is a premium car with a $115,000 MSRP, and it's a sub 1% lease deal at 0.92%. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've been looking for an awesome lease deal on a 2024 Audi E-Tron GT, just come to DriveMatch. It's pre-negotiated. You don't have to call a bunch of Audi dealers across the nation trying to find this deal. And you're just going to be dealing with a lot of dealerships who won't even honor this deal. And we have 2 of them. They're available now. They ship nationwide. Now, another thing I want to do just for fun is factor in this shipping fee of $1,935 into my 1.25% rule of leasing. So what we'll do is we'll take the $3,250 that's due at signing. I'm going to add the $1,935 to this amount, and then I'm going to subtract the monthly payment of $899 from this, and that gives me $4,286. I'm going to divide this by 36 since it's a 36-month lease. Then I'm going to add the monthly payment back in of $899 and then multiply this by 1.1 to account for sales tax. I got a monthly payment of $1,119. And if I divide this by 115, $115,000, which is the MSRP on this car, and multiply by 100, Ladies and gentlemen, it's still a sub 1% lease deal. It's sitting at 0.97%, and I live, about as far away from this car as you can. I think I have California put in right now, but I'm in Washington, opposite corners, opposite end of the United States. It's 2,150 miles away, and even with shipping fees, I'm still at 0.97%, making this an amazing lease deal. And there's just not that many of these Audi E-Tron GTs, and I've sat in this car. I've sat in the RS model of this car. It's an amazing performance electric vehicle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you to this auto loan calculator and show you what your monthly payment would be if you were to finance this particular car. Now, I'm using a $115,000 MSRP. I'm using a loan term of 72 months and an interest rate of 5%, which is, a relatively good interest rate. No cash incentives, a down payment of $3,000, a sales tax rate of 10%, and I did not include title registration or other fees in this amount. And when I do that, your monthly payment is $1,803 on this Audi. And the monthly payment with the same $3,000 on DriveMatch.com for the same car, including taxes, you're looking at about, under $1,000. You're looking at about $990, $980 a month compared to $1,800 if you were to finance this particular car. Now, a lot of you are going to say, hey, Ravi, but nobody's paying full MSRP for this car. People are getting crazy discounts. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take $25,000 off of the selling price of this car. Let's just say the selling price is $90,000 from $115,000. That's a pretty substantial discount, $25,000. And let's use the same 5% interest rate. And even when I do a massive discount on this car, the monthly payment is still $1,401. Now, some of you are going to say, but when you lease a car, you don't really own the car, you have to turn the car back in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you do have a buyout option on this Audi at the end of the lease term. So if you really love it, or if you have equity in it, you can realize that equity. If you really love it and want to keep it long term, you can do that as well. So after when your 36 months is close to being up, you can make that decision then. But in the meantime, you can drive this car with a $115,000 MSRP for a base monthly payment of $899 a month, or about $988 when you factor in 10% sales tax, with only $3,250 due at signing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that showcased why these Audi E-Trons are such an amazing lease deal. So go to DriveMatch.com. We're updating our inventory multiple times a week. We have all types of cars. We just added 2 or 3 Toyotas yesterday that are California deals only. We added these Audis. We might have some Porsches coming in. We're going to have more Kias and Hyundai Ioniqs and Kia EV6s, hopefully. So just keep checking back to DriveMatch.com. It's the beginning of the month, so we're just waiting for manufacturer programs to come out, and that way we can update some more inventory on DriveMatch.com. And the plan is to have more and more cars as we continue to grow. But thank you guys for your support. We've been getting tons of visitors, monthly visitors on DriveMatch.com. We've been getting really, really great responses to DriveMatch.com. We've got more signups than we ever thought we would have in the first month of being live, quote unquote. So thank you guys for your support. And if you guys have any ideas of how to make the website better, we do all the development in-house. We do everything in-house, so we can make those changes right away. So if you even have any suggestions or comments to how to make the website experience better, please let me know and we will make it happen. So thank you all for your support. Financial knowledge is power. Please like and follow for more.